Welcome to Checkin With The Bois, a couple of Christian guys trying to figure it out.
On this episode, we ask, how early do you bring up marriage while dating?
Thoughts on saying I love you,
Initial characteristics that draw us in.
and how often you should text your girlfriend.
The boys share their thoughts. Checkin with the boys.
All right, I got a question. Question for the boys. How early is too early to talk about marriage and a relationship?
Oh, that's a great question. How early is too early?
Am I gonna excuse myself from this?
Why? You're not gonna get. You don't plan on getting married?
I'm single.
Well,
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, what's your opinion? I think I got
we're
one
almost
right
all single here.
I've got one formed in my brain.
Almost.
All right.
Almost.
I think after 3 months is a good time to talk about marriage. Now, as Christians, we're obviously all dating for the purpose of marriage. And I think, I don't know, the first couple months might be, I don't know. I think you just got to figure some stuff out before you start talking about marriage. There's a risk of scaring the person away, maybe,
Probably.
but I don't know.
Because if you think about it in like worldly context, right? Like marriage doesn't get brought up until like a year or so afterwards, and then even when you're talking about it, it's like, oh, we're gonna get engaged, and then we're gonna spend however long engaged, and then So I think there's a big difference. What about you, Vinny?
I think. What do you guys think as you get older? Do you think that time decreases?
What do
See
you mean?
that those words don't make sense in a sentence.
Yeah, it does.
What do you mean time decreases?
Because like if you're like Adam's age.
Oh, yeah, I think...
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that because I think it goes back to where you are in your life stage. For example, if you're in college, you got a lot of stuff to get done before you're going to be talking about getting married.
Right.
So I think Vinny's right.
And like, if you're like younger, both of you know like, you don't know what you want exactly. When you get older, you start to like know those things. You can pinpoint like, okay, this is like essential or whatever. You just get more selective, I guess, and you know what you want with time.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
So when you find what you want, there's no point in waiting.
No, I think you let it play out. It's not like the first day, okay, let's get married.
Yeah, I would
But it's
agree
like-
with that, too.
Like, I don't know, that you give yourself less time for that. Maybe, if you want to.
No, I think so.
It's just naturally, I guess.
What about you, Nas?
I don't really have much to say on that. I agree with Adam though.
What is Adams? 3 months, and that's it.
That's a good little time limit.
Okay.
Yeah. I think a follow-up to that question, how early do you say I love you? Or do you ever say I love you before the marriage day?
Okay.
Never.
That's too
Never.
much.
Never what?
Never say I love you.
No. Me personally,
Really?
Oh.
I feel like I love you is like those words
I love you
should
so
be saved
deep.
for marriage. In
Marriage?
my humble
Okay,
opinion,
no, that's
I don't
too
think it's
much.
wrong. But just me personally,
Dang.
I don't know. I
Luck.
don't know.
I would love to see
Am I tripping?
that.
Am I
happening.
tripping?
You're tripping big time, brother.
Listen.
You're tripping big time.
Nah. I feel like if you explain it to her, it's not like I'm gonna let her like say it and I just don't say it back.
Let me ask you that. So, in what other ways will you be showing affection to this woman that you refuse to say I love you to?
So you don't
Well, I mean, I've been in relationships where I haven't said I love you like for a really long.
grade. That doesn't count.
That's not in 8th grade. I was like 20 years old.
Oh, okay.
And it was fine. So I'm like, why would it change now? I feel like I would like be reluctant to say it even more now.
Okay, so
As a
like
Christian.
when you where are those women now or girls now?
We're not bringing up those. You can't do that, dude. You can't.
What I'm saying is like those relationships did not last.
But I was a different person back then. Exactly.
Exactly. So why is he bringing this?
Because I'm saying it wasn't a problem even in my pagan days. Feel me? So I'm like, why would it be? Why would it be a different?
Here, I have something to this. So the view on saying or not saying I love you, like waiting to say I love you to the marriage day, is the idea that when you say I love you, it's the commitment for life, which I don't think I agree with. I would be comfortable saying I love you in my relationship. Just kind of what Chris was getting at, I think it gives security to the relationship. And I also think there's different forms of love. So, for example, like I say I love you to my brothers. I mean, that's a different kind of love. So there's different kinds of loves. I think you can have a love for your girlfriend that's a different kind of love than a love for your wife.
I do agree with that.
Would that be like a exclusively like
I love
not sexually, but like a romantical type of love?
Yeah, for sure. And
that can end, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point of view. So it's like
He not saying it to nobody else.
Right, but like you're
Right.
not committing yourself lifelong if you wouldn't say I love you romantically.
But I feel like I love you I feel like words have power, right? So I feel like saying I love you, like I feel like you get more attached than you think you do. And so I feel like that could get a little tricky, at least for me.
I don't know, because like words are based on what? Like the words, they just slip away with.
No, words
when?
have meaning.
Well, but yeah, they don't last us like, I don't know.
It's true.
I mean, there's the other side
They
of it,
don't
but
last.
Generations come, generations go.
Yeah.
There's
words can
nothing
also
new
cut
under the
deep
sun.
at times.
I know stories of people that wait till they get engaged before they say I love you. So that's kind of maybe a middle ground. Would you wait?
I feel like
once
engagement is
once you
where
pop the
engagement
question,
is
you
where
think?
I would start saying it.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
I love it. Would you remember that?
That'd be the first time I say it.
Too early.
Too early.
But then when I do say it, it would like she would appreciate it even more because she would know I mean it for.
That's true. I don't know. I am tending towards what Naz is saying, but I do think, I don't know, man. You do have to establish that too, like early on in the relationship, I feel. I don't know how you do that in an awkward way. Just approach your girlfriend. By the way, I'm never going to say I love you until...
I don't know.
I think it would be important for you to say that because it would be tough, her saying I love you and then you not saying it back, and then you'd be like, I can't say it back because I'm going to wait till we get engaged.
Yeah, you do it before she say it. You do it. I feel like you do it early.
Yeah, what if you was
A
looking
deal
out?
breaker?
I feel like it's hard not to say
deal
I
breaker?
love you, dude. I feel like it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But
Because
I
what
feel like
if-
listen.
What
I'll
if she
talk
says
to
I
her.
love you and you don't say it back because you're like, oh no, I'm not saying it to
I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna catch her before that.
But what if she's so overwhelmed and she
Oh,
just
like it's
has
like
to
a
get
moment.
it out?
It's like a
yeah,
moment.
it's a moment,
Yeah.
and you don't say it back, man. That's wild.
I can't. I don't know.
I'm in
I don't
shock
got an
with
answer.
every-
I don't got an answer.
I'm in shock with everything that I'm saying right now. That normally that's not what it is. So I'm very impressed with the curse of this conversation.
If that I love you's lips, does that commit you for life?
No, I mean if it slips, I'm not like over like I'm not saying it's like a big deal. It's just something me personally. I'm just gonna put into practice. I feel like.
Okay.
I think it's a good practice.
All right,
Interesting.
Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, we'll see about that. All right, next.
Characteristic or characteristics or
That-
like
that can-
emotion, feeling, whatever you
That
got.
draws you. That draws you
That's too
towards
deep.
somebody.
I don't
Yeah,
know. That's so deep. I don't know.
I think sense of humor would be a big one for me. I think
Is that number one?
no, not number one. Oh, I think. Oh yeah, obviously number one.
Okay,
number
thank
one
God.
goes without saying. A God-fearing woman of the Lord.
Yeah. I'm
Obviously,
talking-
yeah. But besides that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think sense of humor, and I think her kindness towards others. I think that's important, and that's good.
Some real introspection here. I don't know.
Stump
That
you
was
boys.
That was a deep question.
Stump you boys.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't know. I feel like
What about you, Chris?
Well. Am I shaking?
Nothing.
Am I shaking?
nothing-
Am I shaking?
For all the viewers.
No. I think that, well, I don't know. I'm different though. Like no. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Wait.
It was like I had like there was characteristics for me that I thought were honorable and that I was willing to pursue. So that's what I did. Like I created a list beforehand of things that I thought was like someone I would be able to have a relationship with, and then like as I went through my life and I found a girlfriend, I just once I just like all the things on the list weren't filled, but it was just more so a thing like, do I feel like I'm able to build a life with this person? And if that answers a yes, then it's like, okay, like I'm gonna intentionally pursue this person, right? But it's like at first for me the biggest thing was identifying what those things were. Like first beforehand, before getting into the relationship, identifying what those things were, and then training myself to like look for those things like ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
Like like one thing I guess I don't want to put you on blast, but like one thing I could say I appreciate a lot about Kim is that she's very observant when it comes to like people. So it's like she can, you know, if somebody's upset, she's very sensitive to it. If somebody's like angry, she's also very sensitive to that, and like she's really good at like reading people. So it's like just being her friend in the beginning of our relationship, that was something that I felt like would be a value of me, because like I need someone who I know I can trust their judgment. So it's like if I can see her do all these things and she can come up to me and be like, hey, you know what, like I disagree with you for this, like I might feel like fiery inside, like, oh man, I hate being wrong, but at the same time it's like, okay, like I chose this person because I know I can trust her judgment, or I've learned how to trust her judgment. So that like, yeah, so like just going from that idea is where the question came from.
Shout out Cam.
Shout out Cam. Shout out Cam.
That is in the room, by the way, so that's why we were laughing about it for all the viewers here. I love talking to the camera.
The
That's
10 viewers.
Yeah. I've noticed.
Dude, he's a diesel. Leave him alone.
Anybody else? Initial characteristic that draws you in?
Dude, I feel like you guys all gotta at least attempt to answer.
I think it's, I don't know, like mine is, I feel
JC
that,
only cares about the
okay,
looks.
shut up. I think
Does she look like Taylor Swift? Yes? Okay.
Who
Yeah.
cares about if she has a Starbucks cup too? In her?
If she's like a Disney princess, basically. No, I think, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know, I guess I still don't know yet, but I feel that I like when she's a little flirty. I think okay, now I'm gonna
Like
get
with other
canceled.
people?
No, with like,
With you.
But this
but I think that might be in every relationship. I don't know.
no, this specific question is like, what are you observing in her life, like from afar, that you see?
Okay, so
Not-
it doesn't matter.
Flirty. He's like,
Yeah, yes, same here. Oh wait, wait, no,
With
wait.
other people, and JC's like, yep.
Wait, a sassy girl?
Sassy.
Sign me up. A sassy girl, actually, yeah, no, I think that might be actually.
Sound like you want problems.
Like if she's funny and sassy, I'd be like, oh my
I
gosh.
think that might be good for you though.
Yeah.
I think I have one.
Oh god.
Wait,
So-
can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mine is the opposite of GC.
What is yours?
What's that?
I'm a little more reserved, not being flirting with other people or me.
I'm not saying that flirty.
Wait, you don't want her to flirt with you?
First impression.
Yeah, what if she comes up to you like it's hot summer day, you playing soccer, she comes up to you, I like those thighs, Minnie.
Yo.
Like that's not attractive to you?
No.
Creepy.
Not attracted to anybody.
That's not attractive. I would take that as a compliment.
Mine is dang, I lost it. Oh no, I found it. All right, mine is just like if I like I'm observing from afar, right, and I see her just like engaging with other people, not being like in the corner by herself, but like going up, speaking to people. She has a nice smile on her face. So like
She has,
that's
good
a very
social skills.
yeah.
You're bad at that.
No, but I think that just represents like she's comfortable with herself and she's like she's able to like, you know, just handle like
Be her.
social situations,
Be
yeah,
yourself,
Yeah.
and not
So being an introvert, you would be looking for an extrovert.
be no, not necessarily no.
No? Why not?
So the person you just described sounded like an extrovert.
Time out. No. Introverts can have very great social skills. That's number one.
That's true.
An extrovert is just like someone who, in my eyes, who can't stop talking, and I don't want that.
No, I think that's a yapper.
I feel like tendencies is what make you like more introvert or extrovert. So like,
What do you mean?
just because someone's like speaking to other people, don't make them an extrovert. Like that should be like simple social skills, right?
I
But if
feel-
someone's
yeah.
go ahead.
I think it's someone that goes out of their way to just like, not out of their way in the sense that like it's very natural to them to just
Natural.
like
Yeah.
keep going and just like, and they can do it with like a stranger in the middle of the street.
Mhm.
I
Right.
feel that that's like a true.
Not true extrovert. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it comes naturally for
yeah,
extrovert.
comes naturally.
But-
Just like yeah.
Just seeing the act, I feel like it could be like attributed to a lot of effort. And so
Yeah,
to me, it
I
doesn't
think so
matter if
too.
it came natural to her or not. Just seeing her doing that is just something I would like to see.
Interesting.
I've got a question. How often do you think you should text your girlfriend?
That's a good question. Whenever they text you. Shout out Kim.
Shout out, Kim.
What if that's 10 times in an hour?
That's too much. I think.
What?
I guess it depends.
So for everybody, Adam doesn't have a smartphone, so I feel when you have a smartphone, you are more able to
Respond.
That's true.
like normally.
Yeah. This takes forever to text.
Yeah, so that would be
To
a
get
really pain in the butt
To
to
get
do.
to L, I gotta press the 5 3 times. So I'm not sending I love you over text. Until we get engaged.
Wait, but do you not use L's in your text messages?
I do.
But for I love you, like 3 times. That's
So
like
hard.
enough time to
Yeah.
rethink about
It's just
that.
too
Yeah,
much.
rethink
Yeah,
about
yeah. That's a good check.
You guys
I
are
think-
so dumb.
I think for me, I think you should at least go. I think you should at least text every day.
Yeah,
I think that's
good.
a good minimum.
Yeah.
Like I think you shouldn't wait an entire day and not go texting an entire day.
Yeah,
I think
just
that's
like-
kind of.
Just to go check, like, hey.
Yeah, I think at
How's it
least
going,
a good.
baby?
I think at least a good morning and a good night text. I think those are
So
nice.
twice a day.
Yeah, at least twice a day.
What about you, Vinny? Seems like you
Huh?
got.
Yeah, I would say, what if you guys are both okay with not texting every day?
It's like
Me?
That's
No, you and
He's just saying in general.
one and one's girlfriend, or yeah.
what?
But I mean, it's different, right? So like, let's say I'm in like a long-term relationship. I'm not long-term, a long-distance relationship. Like I'm gonna rely a lot heavily more on the
Yeah,
text
sure.
messages compared to like if
Yeah.
they live like 20 minutes away. Like I'll just like I won't text them, but then like I'll see you later, so it's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Now let's say like, I don't know, you live close to this person, you spend a whole day with them, might as well a whole week or whole weekend with them. On a Monday morning, you'll be all stressed with work, and it's like I don't know.
You're not gonna text her good morning? Vinny.
Do I need to? Do I need
Yes,
to?
I think you do. I think you do.
What if we're both okay with not doing that?
I think
Well,
she,
And then
I don't
that's
think
communicated.
I don't know, man. I think it's too risky.
It's not risky, if
Risky.
you have the conversation. If you have the conversation, then I don't
Yeah.
think it's risky. But
About expectations?
I think that just part of like women love to be nurtured by men, especially if you're her man. So I think that that's part of like that nurturing process of you like even in the morning, just reassuring her that like you're on her mind.
Yeah.
She's on your mind.
Yeah, you're thinking about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. And dude,
He's
how hard
like,
is
nah. I'm gonna see her later. Like,
how hard is it to text good morning? That's zero effort.
Yeah,
every
it's literally
day.
good
wait,
morning.
yeah, G is
Just
like
that.
the first letter. Wait, how many clicks you gotta get to G?
Let me tell you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not texting good morning every day.
It's a 3.
4, just one. Boom.
Oh, just 1 4. That's
Nice,
it.
you're not texting good
Every-
morning every day?
I'm not texting good morning every day.
Every
day, dude.
Every day's crazy.
Why is that
Like
What
the
do you
first thing you do
mean?
every
Every day,
single
dude.
day is get
Yes,
your phone.
yes.
Yes.
Good morning.
Nah.
You wake up and you say
It's
good
not that
morning,
deep.
babe. You just go back to sleep.
I feel like
And
texting
then
her
every
every
night
day.
before you
I
go to
would.
bed.
Yes.
I can miss a day here and there, but I feel like I would text her.
what?
I would text her
No,
most
I
days.
don't think you can.
No, I would text her most
Okay,
days.
so here's what happens. There's a bunch of days in a row where you text her. She's replying back. You miss a whole day, instant thought, like, what happened to Nas?
Yes.
Is he okay?
No.
Yes,
Alright,
that's true.
so
Did he? Is he hurt?
But if you know you're gonna be busy, like one day, you communicate up front and be like, "Yeah, I might not text you. Like I'm busy this day." I feel like she should be okay with that.
What?
I think
What
she
if-
text. Yeah, that could be.
What if you never establish that pattern of texting every day?
I think. I think no. So I think naturally, just as the relationship grows, like you guys, just like you learn how to spend more and more time together. So like I feel like it just becomes almost like a natural.
Yeah.
like, I feel like it becomes natural. I think in my
But I
in
feel
my,
like yeah.
in my experience, like
I feel at the
like-
beginning stage could
yeah,
be
like first
more
2-3 months,
important.
like you don't have to text her every day because it's like there's not as much as a similarity, but like once you pass like 6 months, 8 months, like a year, like there's a lot more depth, I guess, maybe to
commitment,
conversation or
maybe.
commitment, yeah, to communicating, and it's like there's a lot more seriousness like involved in just like the relationship as a general. So I don't know, it just happens to communicate more. Like I feel like you rely a lot more on each other.
Yeah, well, I've never been in a long-term relationship like that, which, but like I would imagine that it decrease like the longer you are with the person, the less you need to like pay accounts.
I think so too.
I think when you get married, I think it changes because
I think
then
so
you're going to be
too.
seeing each other every single day.
Yeah.
There's a guarantee.
Sick of that person.
What's that?
That's
But I think especially in a dating relationship where maybe you're not seeing each other every single day, I think it's important to text, not like crazy text. Like I'm not saying like sentence upon sentence, paragraphs upon paragraphs, but some sort of little check-in.
What's
like
the depth of the relationship that Chris just said?
what?
You said like you have more time. Like after 3 months, you have more depth to the conversation.
So you're going to be communicating more, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, well, like what does that look like?
I don't know. It looks different.
I don't know.
Like,
I think it
instead of
depends.
good night is like, oh hey, I had a wonderful day, blah 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 blah. But that's like every single day.
Well, I
Dude, it
think
could get super generic and
I think
boring
it really
quick.
depends. Yeah.
Good morning, every day.
It's just a nice. I think it's just nice.
It's like
I
a-
think
it's like a
maybe it depends.
detail.
Yeah, I think maybe it depends on the girl you're dating. But
Yeah.
I think it's just nice.
I feel
think
like
it's a nice
I feel like
little
checking in and like
Yeah.
saying something is good. Yeah, but I feel like I don't
But
know.
not every day.
No.
I think that women love talking. That's it.
That's all for this episode.
Lord willing, we'll check in next time.